ladies and gentlemen, to another installment of What's in the Box. Tonight is actually something I wanted to film yesterday, but I couldn't because when I saw this in my mailbox, I didn't have time to film. I had to go to work. But now, honestly, that I'm done with, work and I'm kind of tired, I'm going to get this thing filmed now. Yes, guys, tonight I get to see the offering from this month's Comic Bento, and I'm going to tell you guys right now, this thing, with every passing month, is quickly becoming my favorite box to open every month. Why? Because I absolutely adore comic books, and this thing does not fuck around. It just gives you nothing but comics, and I absolutely love that. Let me get the tape cut here. Now, I know that the theme for this, because I still have the card from last month sitting here, I had it set off to the side. The theme is Fight the Fight, which could pretty much mean anything. I kind of have a feeling we're going to see, like, maybe a comic or two based on fighting games, because Lord knows there have been a whole lot of, like, Street Fighter and Mortal Kombat comics, and DC even had a couple of volumes of comics based on their fighting game, which was Injustice. I'm hoping that we see something like that. Why the hell did I set the knife off to the side? I know I have to cut the bag in here. Or it could be something about, like, resistances fighting against empires. My God, we might actually see, like, a Star Wars book in here. But I don't know. The only way to find out, though, is if I crack her open. And, well, let's, why don't I, yeah, I can see what some of them are right now, and my God, that sounds amazing. Okay, so the box wants to tip. I'll set that off to the side. Try to cut this thing without slicing any of the books. Yeah, I just saw the spines the moment I opened it because they had the whole thing lined up, so that way I saw nothing but the spines. Okay, so let me put that over there. I'm going to have to throw that out in a sec. I'm going to set all of this right here. What is next month's... Next month's theme, apparently, is masks. Yeah, I'm not going to look at the back of that because it spoils everything, even though it kind of spoiled the moment I opened the box. So first up here, we have Superman, Batman, Vengeance. I will say I have read one volume of Superman, Batman, and that was the first volume, which was Public Enemies, which I absolutely loved. And the idea of getting to read more of it is awesome. Which volume is this in that series? Funny, they actually don't have it labeled on the spine. Okay, what issues are reviewed in the, or what issues are covered in here? Can you give me a rundown book? Well, goddamn. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything here that tells us, like, what issues are being collected in this. But hey, guys, you know what? But now, just to make a long story short, it's Batman, Superman, and the last time I read one of these, I absolutely loved it. This, I think, is going to be great. Alright, so we have that. Totally looking forward to that. What the hell? Executive Assistant Iris. When I saw this, when I opened the box, I had no idea what the hell this is. Okay, she's a secretary, bodyguard, and assassin all rolled into one. Okay, meet Iris. In the modern cutthroat corporate world, today's CEO needs an intimidating edge to stay on top. And Iris is more than well trained to oblige the demand of her employer, including murder. Okay, that sounds sort of cool. The artwork in this thing is really nice. Who the hell published this? Aspen. I've never heard of that company. Alright, so now I have another book I can get around to reading. This certainly sounds awesome. Let me set this down. Oh boy. So, I also saw this. Well, again, I saw the spines for all. Well, I just noticed this one. I didn't see the spine for that one. This one here is Highlander Volume 2, Dark Quickening. Volume 2. Again, I still have to ask, why do you send Volume 2s? I'm going to assume, if I look on the card, it's probably going to say, hey, we also have Volume 1 as a digital, and I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to buy the first volume like I did with Project fucking Superpowers. And I may still buy the first volume because because, guys, it's fucking Highlander. I love this well, I've seen the first two movies, and I thought that those were okay. I saw the fourth one. I thought the fourth one kind of sucked. The series is kind of dull. But I still have a soft spot for the franchise. I'm going to totally give this thing a read. I am absolutely looking forward to it. Alright, next up we have another book from Valiant, and this is Exo Man-O-War Enter Ninjak. And you know what? I'm going to tell you guys, I used to not have a whole lot of faith in in Valiant Comics, and Comic Bento has shown me that Valiant can publish some awesome stuff, because they've sent 2 books so far since I signed up. Both books have been awesome. I'm hoping for this one to be more of the same kind of awesomeness. So I'm going to set that down. I have high hopes for that. Our final one is Daredevil Season 1, and it's a hardcover. Now, when they say Season 1, they mean what? Like season friggin' 1 of that show on friggin' Netflix that everybody's been banging on about? Okay, so it's a new original graphic novel modernizing the seminal origin and formative first... So it's basically a remake of Frank Miller's Daredevil, the fucking Man Without Fear, which was also Daredevil's origin. Okay, I really don't mean to complain, guys, but I am going to give this thing a read, but I think it would have been better if you'd have sent us just the graphic novel of The Man Without Fear, because I don't know where the hell I put my issues for that one. But hey, who knows? This thing might actually be pretty good. This one's also shrink wrapped, so I have no idea what the art looks like. And I am kind of curious, because I've never heard of either the writer or the artist on top. Well, this isn't too bad. Actually looks kind of nice. Still, though, if you were going to send a Daredevil book, I would have probably preferred... Again, I guess it's just from like a personal bias. I would have preferred the Daredevil, it was the Man Without Fear miniseries, where it basically was Frank Miller's... It was basically Frank Miller doing essentially Daredevil Year fucking 1, and it was great. This is basically covering that very same ground, and I am hoping that it's good. I will find out when I finally get a chance to read it. So yeah, honestly, guys, this here has turned out to be a rather decent box. I mean, we have friggin' Daredevil, we have fucking Exo Manowar, we have Highlander, we have Executive Assistant Iris. I'm still really... This one here is probably going to be the first book I read out of all these. I still have to read the ones from last month. Most of the ones from the month before that. I really haven't had a whole lot of time to read comics, unfortunately. I've been busy with a bunch of other shit. And another volume of Batman, Superman to add to my collection. I am so happy about that. Let me set these off to the side. Now, I guessed that there's probably going to be a digital code on here for the first volume of Dynamite's Highlander comic. I'm wondering if I was right. It's not even listed on here. What the shit? As a special bonus, we've included a volume of Highlander, because what better fight than one that's eternal? Oh, they also mention everything on the front here too, except the back gives you full-blown like summaries and everything. So instead of just putting it on the back, they just... You know what? Again, I do not care. I am totally happy with these. Hopefully I'm going to give all of those a read. And guys, again, I can definitely recommend this thing if you are a fan of comics. I can totally recommend Comic Bento to anybody who has any kind of passion for comics, because you throw down, what the hell was it again, $25 a month, and you get... Okay, you know what? I just mentioned the price point. Why don't we go through the cover prices here? Guys, $25, bang, right here, $25. So everything else here is just basically bonus. So, let's see, we got here 15, that makes it 30. Alright, see, 30, 40, 59, let's see. Guys, we have the cost of the box plus over $60 in extra comics. What more could you ask for $25? And I'm going to tell you, all of these books sound awesome. I cannot wait to get into these suckers. But unfortunately, I have to get through my backlog of other books from Comic Bento. Luckily, I've got the next 4 days off from work, so I am going to spend that time doing a whole lot of reading and doing a whole lot of binge fucking watching, because I've noticed I have a lot of TV shows in my Blu-ray collection I still have not watched yet. So yeah, I am actually going to probably do all of that as soon as I'm done filming this. So anyway, guys, with that, we come to the close of another installment of What's in the Box. Until next time, ladies and gentlemen, take care, and I will see you all in the near future. Ace.